where you want to be at? What you want to be doing?
I want to become a billionaire and help homeless.
Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Name Black Podcast. This is Big Boy the Boss, aka the money quarterback, making plays with the money. What up, Bit?
What it do, everyone? Your breakthrough comes through your sacrifices. What's up, James?
What up, you guys?
What up, y'all? We got a special guest in the building, our youngest guest we ever had on the podcast. Can you introduce yourself?
Big Meek.
Big Meek in the building. And also tell who else she has in the building.
Who else we got in the building? Your mic off.
Turn the mic on. It ain't registered, so we ain't gonna hear this podcast. But anyway, we got Ashley, her mom in the building, and we got her dad in the building. And I wanted to say, Meek, it's just nice to have you on here since you're so young or whatever. But I got a question. First question I got to ask you is, who you get your personality from? Your dad?
More like my mama.
Yeah, more like your mama.
Yeah, your dad is very laid back. Cause I was watching your videos and like, I see that you love to dance, and like I was like seeing her knees. Like, boy, you could tell she got young knees, because me personally, I just see the wear and tear on my knees just looking at you dancing those videos.
Well, yeah, them legs be flapping, boy.
But tell us how old you are and like where you go to school at.
I'm 10 years old and I go to school at Riverbank Elementary.
10 years old. That's crazy.
So, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math and writing.
Math and writing. So math and writing ties into like you doing your videos. Do you use any math and writing? So, okay, you don't do nothing about math and writing your video. But how about your videos? What's your favorite video you ever made? I know you done made a lot of, so I know you got a lot of favorites. You got which video? See, I'm gonna tell you my favorite video. You made me think of something. My favorite video, you just had a video you put out with Chris. It was Soldier Boys, hop about the bed with my swag on. I love how you was strutting. You was strutting like a little runway model.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cause on her TikTok,
yeah,
they had sent it to me, but she got like 1.7 billion views.
Yeah,
that's a lot of views, man.
That's tough.
Like, we ain't got like 100,000 on the podcast.
Yeah, you had one video with the what it was, like the grave digger the little car that she was in, that she got. Yeah, that I was.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one, man. You were turned.
So before the TikTok was like putting out, how many like followers you had on her? You can remember?
About 10K.
That's crazy. You know, just building, then you like 10, like with 10K.
What made you want to start putting out TikToks and videos?
To inspire people to be themselves.
Okay. That's deep. So you always feel like who inspired you to be yourself?
My parents and my grandma.
Shout out to you.
So when you started like actually like feeling like you want to do like more creative things, like what age? You remember?
No, sir.
He just was like, yeah, this is me.
So like your personality has always been big her whole life. Like this is something so what you want to be famous and on TV? That's where you want to be at?
Yes, sir.
So like you want to be an actor or a dancer or singer?
I want to be a comedian, a dancer, an actor, and a model.
Okay. Well,
who's your favorite comedian?
Yes.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart. He's small. So you be on YouTube a lot?
Yes, sir.
That's why I like whatever. You know, my daughter be on YouTube a lot. Like, who your favorite YouTubers?
Mariah Elizabeth.
I don't know. My daughter be watching all them videos. They got so many different like YouTubers or whatever. So you got a YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
It's always so funny. Yes, sir. Like, how much do you post? What's your YouTube channel name?
Meek21 period.
Meek21 period. So y'all need to check that out. You feel me? Like, you gotta make sure you put a little banner over there or whatever.
Meek21 period. So on your page, I didn't see that YouTube page. I just saw your Facebook page. But so what video do you post the same videos on your YouTube page that you post on Facebook?
Well, right now we building up my YouTube right now, so I don't think I have any videos right now.
She's so mature or whatever. Like right now we building up my YouTube, cause like kids these days they know the social media platforms. I remember Ken, cause Ken, she's a year older or whatever, but she's back. This was 2-3 years ago. She's like, you got merch? Like how you know about having merch or whatever? Like So I see you be rocking your mom's A vibe. So that's your merch. She rapping for the home team or whatever. So when I was looking at this, that's why I wanted to talk to your mom about, because like her being her age or whatever. Did y'all see that the time capsules? Did you do the time capsule? That we did a time capsule. We put it on the ground.
I definitely want to check that out because I want to see what I put in the ground in 2000. I have no idea. I can't remember what I put in the ground, but I was at school, so I know I put something in there. Right. It could be like a crayon or something, but it gonna bring back memories of that moment I put it in there. I just can't remember at this moment what it is. You said what? I said when you open it, you'll remember. Yeah, you remember. Like you put that. Like I remember I put it in there. Like we was like 9, 10 years old then. You feel me?
It ain't picking up. I don't think the mic talking to the mic again. You know what's going on with the mic?
This mic is
Say something. We know why it's not working now. The audio guy. Say something now again, Ashley.
Yo.
She made it on the podcast, man. She back.
What's up, y'all?
But like we were saying, so you don't remember having no time capsule in the ground?
No, I don't. And around that time, I was a bad kid, so I'm pretty sure I'm possibly was. Sad to say, out of school or something.
Sad to say, not because you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Little OSS. Out of school suspension.
I ain't never got OSS before. So how are you in school? You a good kid?
Yes, sir.
Good grades all A's?
Yes, sir.
Trying to be the valedictorian? You know what that is? A valedictorian is when you graduate, you the number one person in your class. So you gotta have the best grades, all 100s, all A's, your entire time in school. Can you do it?
Yes, sir.
You got to believe yourself.
You said it on the podcast. They're gonna be here forever now. So
you on her best behavior today.
you got to do it. That'd be dope though. Like just like think about doing a podcast when you like 10 and to be able to look back on it. Like
her friends don't get to see this. Like you gonna get to show like your sisters. You get to show your friends. Like I did a podcast. Like I was on quote unquote TV. And like I say, maybe this could be your first quote unquote interview and that you talking to people, but like you gonna do big things, so everybody gonna want to hear what you got to say one day. And like I say, like you said, you want to do this to keep inspiring kids, and like you're inspiring me because I wish I could have been sitting in your seat when I was 10 years old and getting to talk to people. So that means you're doing something big because you're talking to the Navy Black podcast.
So you had went to New York, right, for the model?
Yes, sir. I was on the red carpet.
You was on the red. How did you like that?
It was fun.
What all you did in New York? Get on the subway? None of that?
We walked around and explored, and yeah.
Was it cold?
No, sir.
She 10 years old, been in New York. I'm 32, haven't been to New York yet.
I want to go walking model week, man.
I know y'all also was in Mount Pleasant. So like that's just like that kind of stuff. You just getting her around her peers or the people that's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah. So we actually preparing for that right now. So with the agency that she's with, once a year they get all the big agents from around the world to come in one room and pretty much showcase the talent. Okay. So it was I think about maybe like 100 different other people, and we trying to score Tyler Perry Studios because they be in the building. And that's exactly who we're looking to score this year. Tyler Perry Studios, and trying to get her in the LA market.
Yeah, that's it. Get her around.
Her agent is all exclusive in South Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah. So how you even get connected to an agency?
Actually, Kiara Streeter, when I was working for her, she put us on with an agency that she was with down in Chester.
See what I'm saying? Like just people that know people. And it's like we being in South Carolina or whatever. It's like we don't know the most people. Because I look at like even in sports aspect, like in the same aspect, it's like a lot of people don't even know where to take their kids to even get the exposure they deserve, because like I say, with her unique talents or whatever, like she already capable of having a conversation with us, and also like she go by her personality is big, so she willing to dance. I'm watching her videos, she willing to do everything, like to be funny, and like a lot of kids don't have that, and like, but if she was able to be in the same, like I say, get around Tyler Perry Studio, I'm sure they could find a position for her to make this little role on the show or whatever. I know she'll do
and
good.
Just grow her talents, kind of like Serena Williams video or whatever movie. Like they go into that like tennis academy, and that's how you get better. Because most the pros come out of tennis academies because you gotta be playing tennis to get better. You can't just like play tennis on the weekend and think you're gonna be a pro. You gotta continue to do it every day. And like, same way with acting, I'm guessing, because the best actors, they like Michael B. Jordan. We saw him in Hardball, and he's still on. You feel me? So like, ain't just come from nowhere. Like a lot of like kid stars, like the dude that was on the Smart Guy. You remember he was like Michael Jackson when he was young too.
Mari.
Nah, not him. The brother.
Oh, Jason Weaver, my bad. Jason Weaver.
Okay.
You said Smart Guy. That's what I thought about.
I said but he been doing roles for a long time. And like you gotta like churn your talent though. You feel me? Like just keep growing. Same thing with the podcast. Like we done did a lot of episodes. They say once you do something for 100 times, like you start like getting better, and that's how we feel about the podcast. Like. Continue to do it because I used to mess up my words all the time and I still do, but I also like get better at talking now, just talking to people. I'm more than used to it, I actually like talking to people and people like talking to me too.
Keep tuning his on.
Y'all gotta look good in it though. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you. But shout out to the parents because y'all the people that instilled the most values into her. Like I say, you just see this little young lady that's like obviously gonna be something, and like you don't even know exactly what it's gonna be, but it's like, man, it's like because like I say, I just at 10, I'm like I said you can sit in the seat. She was ready to sit there and sit down, just ready to do it. Me, I'd have been like, I don't think I want to do this, mommy.
But it's some pros and cons. I mean, we allow Meek to be a child. I mean, we done turned down a lot of what people would call, big opportunities, like something with Disney. But the contract, the years that they want us to sign, like 5 years. In 5 years,
you don't know.
We just don't know, and we'll be done sign her life away for 5 years, and that'll be something that she would be. She would have to do.
Yep.
And as parents, we want her to just be a child.
Yep.
And we want her to enjoy what she's doing.
Yep.
And when when it's not fun anymore, hey, you don't have to do it.
You do something else that is fun. Yep. So if, matter of fact, you talking about that. So Meek, if you couldn't be quote unquote an actor or a comedian, what else would you want to be?
A gymnast.
So who? So you like Simone Biles?
That's who I look up to right now.
So that's somebody that inspires you right now.
Yes, sir.
And she's a good inspiration though, because she inspires me because she's a champion, and I want to be.
She got records. So you do gym? You like doing flips, backflip?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Giselle and gym. She like going to like kids like they just be jumping around bouncing. It's like a way to get the energy out, and like you come home and go to sleep.
It was
with it.
Simone.
Yeah, she's doing really really good in gymnastics. She's been promoted twice, and she hasn't been there a year.
Yeah.
And within those 2 promotions, they were telling us like the beginners class, it take 1 to 2 years to get out of that, and she did that in like 3-4 months. Okay. And then the next class that she went into, 1 to 2 advanced, 1 to 2 more years, she did that in 2 months, and so now they ready for her to start competing. Right. So the class that she's in right now, she's the youngest. So she's with the bigger girls, like I think like 15, 16-year-olds right now.
At least so tell me, since y'all the parents over there, y'all done saw her whole life. When did y'all know that, hey, man, Meek, she into this and is in a special way, and we might need to kind of go towards that. Get near the mic, man. He didn't want to talk. He like Brad. He didn't want to put his voice on the camera, man.
Yeah. So Meek been advanced since like day one.
Yeah.
And a lot of people always think because we're her parents, we like kind of hyping her up, but like seriously, like when we first brought her home, Meek was like already holding her bottle and stuff. And we was like finding ways to hold the bottle, holding her head up and just. And then she started talking it like fluent at like 4 months. Like you can understand like what she's saying. She started walking at 8 months.
That's crazy.
She started walking at 8 months, and I knew Meek really was, from birth gonna be special. But what really touched my heart was she spent a lot of time with my mama.
Yeah.
And when my mama was going through what she was going through, that's when all the jokes and stuff started coming, because she would always try to make my mama feel better. When my mama having bad days, they go Meek. Yeah. Doing a flip, doing a split. Grandma, look at this, trying to make my mama laugh. She has always had an eye for like spotlight Meek in church. They would call the kids up to come do certain stuff. Kids 5 or 6. They ain't going up front.
Yeah, they nervous.
The first one to sprint up, just making everybody laugh. She truly enjoyed making everybody laugh. And if you having a bad day, Here go Meek.
Yeah.
And she can sense it. It's like some days I wake up, here she go. Mama, you having a bad day? There she go with the jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
Just trying to make your day brighter, like I said.
Always. And Meek an all around sport. Like we haven't found anything that she's not good at.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like she just learned how to braid in like 2 hours. Like she learned how to braid like the other day in like 2 hours.
She braided her hair?
Huh?
She braided.
Got a mannequin. She got a mannequin.
Oh, got a mannequin.
She
Okay.
learn how to actually corn roll on, not just plait.
I was about to say, if she did her hair, boy, she pretty talented, boy. Get it all.
No, her
all
mama,
around.
Her mama.
Shout out to
But she just broke 2 records at a school with fitness tests. Like there's like nothing that we have found out that she's not, really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like it sounds like so like how I was like that's like. But now that's so dope because like it ain't already on you, just in you. Right. It's like it's nothing can be contained because it's just her unique talents of whatever God gave her. And like I say, just like I'm sure like with the other 2 kids, like you got 3, right? Yes, that's what I thought. Like, but like it's like they special in their way because I know Neil's oldest. She just like him. Like from what I see, it's like she's so laid back and just chill or whatever.
Just like him. Like
you
can't get her to come on camera.
Yeah.
Like me open up a lot of doors for the family though. Like I appeared in my first commercial because of her.
Yeah.
Baby, her sister DeMarla, we call her Baby. She appeared in her first commercial because of Meek. She got booked for like Ralph Lauren. Yeah. So, like I said, Meek have opened the doors for all of us, and I love the way she support her sisters.
Yeah,
I love.
That I'm saying her little sister, her road dog, dog videos, man.
Oh yeah, and her little sister every day. I want to be like Meek. I want to be like Meek. I want to be on TV like Meek. Meek.
And so you just look up to big sister, so that means you got someone looking up to you, but she just middle sister, so she got to look up to her big sister. So like, when y'all got a good little, I mean, we had me and Big Bobo Hills, we the same age, so we didn't, we couldn't really look up to nobody. We just had to look right beside each other. He loved me. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. But I had one more question for you though. You never get the podcast itch anymore?
I do, but I don't really have the time. I do, but I don't have time. Like, Meek keep me busy, and then, with my clothing brand, and now going back to work, and having 3 children, being a wife. Like, I would love to, but I can't find the time. That's been one of my hardest, like, my biggest challenges is time management. Like, I don't have enough time to do everything that I would like to do.
Yes, because like I say, you gotta give up some time to not do some things you wouldn't like to do, and that's so true though. Like that's the hardest thing about just doing this podcast. Because like if we could be free to record every day, then we probably could get more people. Because like a lot of people maybe not free on a Sunday, maybe they free on a Tuesday at 2:00 in the daytime. But I ain't free at Tuesday at 2:00 in the daytime, so we can't do the podcast or whatever. And I see Neil, he over there producing the mic or whatever. He push it on, and it's so crazy. Like I want to shout out Neil in the building, but he the first row. Well, he's not the first. You was in the building before, but Joe Rowe, you supposed to be in the first row of the building. Right. Where you at? Where you at?
And he was coming through a long time. Still ain't never saw him.
But he always talk about coming. All the time.
Yeah, he always a big supporter.
When I tell
big
y'all,
supporter.
Joe Rowe support y'all.
Yeah.
Joe Rowe support y'all. Because I really was like, one day I was like, excuse me, sir. What about A-Vibe?
He did post that post. Yeah, that's true. But I guess like
I be joking with it. I'm a big supporter. I'm a big fan of y'all as well.
I mean, you literally people. When I say people love your part, like so many people I can't say they love when you like, and like say we all remember when you did that. You wasn't even trying. You just was playing on the mic. It wasn't like he just attached that to the intro. Like
I just put it on there.
People love that part of the podcast because like okay, that's the podcast about to come on.
Everybody think it's Chantal.
That's what I'm saying.
But we sing alike though.
Yeah.
Because it's like we sound
okay.
alike.
Yeah.
When we sing, we do sound alike. Everybody like, oh my God, you and Chantal sound just alike.
That's funny. She had put a little snap. I had put that snap on my phone yesterday when she was singing. People was hitting me up. She did sound. She sound really good though. I love when she sang. But like she just like I say, she's like a type of person like she don't want no camera action like this. She don't need none of this kind of stuff or whatever. But like I do get that itch and stuff there. Like I say, I think about y'all's podcast or whatever. And it's like I liked it. I think it was dope because I think we had someone else to feed off of because y'all was doing something when we was doing something.
But we do talk, Turk and I, we do talk a lot about possibly coming back. I mean, we get inbox after inbox after inbox after inbox. But like I say, now we big fans. We big fans. We have always, but we are big fans of y'all. Like we watch y'all all the time. And then,
thank you.
He'll shoot me a text, and I shoot him a text.
Yeah.
And we always.
We got Turk got to come back on though. We got to talk about his book because Turk be having a lot of stuff going on.
He do, and that's the thing. You know, he got a lot going on. I got a lot going on, and then also too, I got to be on pins and needles with the agency that she signed to because there's a lot of stuff that I cannot do.
Yeah.
You know, since she's really not old enough to have social media and stuff like that, they watch me and Neil like a hawk. So it's a lot of stuff, you know, that I can't do, and y'all know I will get out of line sometimes.
Yeah.
Go out the deep end, but you know you been staying contained. And
you will be a screenshot.
And that's another thing. Why I have been contained because you know.
Yeah, you got. I mean, like I say, cause at the end of the day, it's like you trying to provide this care for your kids or whatever. Like I say, you see, like I say, this little star that just glistening or whatever, and ready just to quote unquote blow up. But it's like you got to manifest that because it takes time or whatever. Like you know, like she's 10. Thinking about 14, thinking about 18, and like I said, you just make the decision that's gonna best provide for what you want your family to be at and where you gonna be at.
Right.
But like, but what else what else do you like to do in your daily? Do you play Roblox?
A lot.
I have like a stepdaughter. Her name is Ken. You saw she was there yesterday at Miss Jones' celebration party yesterday. But anyways, all she do all day is play Roblox. And I don't even know what Roblox really is. What is it?
It's like it's one app, but it has multiple games inside of an app, and you get to kill people.
Yeah, for real, because she always talk about Robux. So like you have to use Robux to get more Roblox.
Yeah, so you basically like you buy Robux, and then you can change your character and make new characters.
So that's what you do. When you got to school, that's one of the things you love to do.
Yes, one of the biggest things. I mean, Meek, TikTok done been banned 3 times with hundreds of thousands of followers. You know, views. She cried harder than anything when something happened to her Roblox. Like she's serious. She is definitely serious about the Roblox. But you know, I monitor it because you know they can.
Stuff go crazy.
Be chatting and doing all kind of crazy stuff on there.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Posing as kids, you know, you really have to pay attention, you know, to the chatting and all of that. But I mean, she a Roblox fanatic.
These kids be out there cussing like grown folks online, boy. Boy, you get online playing against kids, boy, you think you talking to somebody grown. They got little kid voices, but cussing like they grown. Boy.
And you know they gonna throw that bomb at you, the end one.
They throw that end bomb
throwing that at you. But like I say, it's wild like to see, like I said, because you the same age, like playing Roblox. Like that's all Ken will get home. If she got the whole weekend to herself, man, you hear her back in the back room. Like what has she got going on back there? Cause it's a party, but she just back there by herself. You hear all these voices and stuff. It's like it's wild.
They come out the TV or something, or she got it on the headphone.
They play on their phone, but she got a iPad for Christmas or whatever. Cause I think she wanted a bigger
screen for the
bigger screen to play or whatever.
Yeah, Meek's super busy, like on a daily basis. Like Meek she does gymnastics, she does vocal lessons because that's one of the things that Tyler Perry Studio was kind of looking for this year. So we coming back with her singing. They looking for somebody that can pretty much do everything as far as like singing, dancing, modeling, like all of that.
So how y'all find that out? That's what they're looking for.
Because they tell you.
Okay.
So you get these score sheets. You get these score sheets in the mail to pretty much let you know some things that you can improve on. She got 4s, which is the highest from each agent, but they also added notes. We would like to see this. We would like to see that.
So they just check out her social medias and stuff like that to see what she actually doing and know what score to give her.
Yeah, and then they asked us to send videos and stuff like that. So.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like the kids are like Justin Timberlake, them all them Disney stars. Like we never knew how they got to them points, but it probably wasn't the same process. Like meeting the right people, getting the right content to them people, and them people actually like growing their talent.
But also having the talent and having that extra, like I'm not timid. I'm not.
You gotta
scared,
have the extra though,
cause she's not scared. It's like me, I was scared.
It's all like different things because in football we wasn't scared. Like at 10 years old we was ready to go out there and bust heads, score touchdown. But doing this type of stuff we wasn't ready for that.
Well, she had her first singing like a little concert and she forgot the words and she cried a little bit, got upset, but now she's wanting to do better, so she's practicing. She's like, I told her it was a good thing that it happened when it happened.
Yeah, just a lesson.
So that, you can grow from it and
Yes.
it won't happen again. But the girl can sing.
Yes.
Because by the time she's about 14, she's going to be way better than me.
Yeah, singing.
Yeah.
So do you think about getting in the studio?
Yes.
Because Brad, he told us about he was talking to some guy with a 11-year-old daughter and she's a rapper. I think it's Saluda or whatever. And it's like that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's real.
Like
dope.
I say, get it. But like I say, if you want to sing, get in the studio. We always say like people don't understand. This is the studio right now. We in studio right now. It's like it's not hard. It's just I guess it's hard to get the right producers. But like I say, you got to go after the talent because if we're not gonna be the change, then who are? Because like I say, we need to see people that can do more than just do the normal, the regular. Because I mean, all we saw coming up was if you really want to get that money, you know what you had to do. But like those people not even around to even get their flowers for what they gave us because they wasn't doing the stuff that they went to jail.
Yeah,
but
basically,
the people we looked up to went to jail because them was the people that had the kind of money and lived the lifestyle that
we saw and liked it.
Yeah, I like that kind of. I don't want to just do the same thing every day and.
I want to live lavishly, I want to live with money and making decisions off what I want to do instead of like thinking about how much I got to pay for it.
Right.
If I want to spend $100,000 a day, I'm spending Grand Theft Auto money.
I'm telling you, that's the goal. That's the goal. We talk to our kids a lot. Like we even teach our kids how to deal with rejection. A lot of parents didn't teach them how to deal with rejection. If somebody say no or if this doesn't go as planned, we try to teach our kids, the things that we wasn't taught.
Yeah, it's true though because like people are always scared of rejection, but they can reject you, but that don't mean life rejected you.
Right.
Just that one situation, like you said, she maybe forgot her words in that, but the lesson of that is like she gonna know I need to maybe study a little bit more, work a little bit harder before that even happens, because that'll never happen again to me.
And another thing is like I was telling her what possibly happened was she stayed up all night trying to prepare for it, but I'm telling her like, hey, you got it. But she stayed up all night preparing. She was tired, overthought it, and whenever the time came, she didn't remember the words. She kind of panicked.
Yeah.
And I told her all the time, Mama might not be there, to save you.
Yeah.
So here's what you do if this happens.
Yeah. But like I said, you just gotta get her like the deep breaths in just to calm yourself down because like you done did it before. That's what you here for.
Right.
Like you this talented. That's why you on stage for, because they believe in you. That's why you just gotta always remember that I'm here for a reason.
I'm like that with tests. I get bad anxiety when I take tests. That's why I hate taking tests.
Drug test.
They ain't never lost, nigga. Never lost.
So me, what would you tell? What would you like to tell your friends? Because I know like even your sisters, I know they gonna watch it. Like you gotta talk to them a little bit. They need to hear from you. Like what you say? What you got to say to them? Just shout them out. Just shout out all your friends and like your sisters and stuff. The people that mean a lot to you.
Shout out to Baby. Shout out to Mari. Shout out to Cabria. And shout out to my mama, my grandma, and my dad.
Shout out to all those special people in Meek's life or whatever. And I mean, if you gonna shout out people, man, I want to shout out, some people too. Then, shit, can I shout out some people? Let me shout out my little fan baby at the crib, Shawnee D and Ken Lee. Shout out to them and shout out to my mama and my grandma and my stepdad Lindsay. And shout out to everybody that I love in my family. And shout out to my cousin Jay because I watched that interview today and it literally like her maturity just. It warms my heart, man.
Yo, we saw Jay like
I saw her when she was born,
yeah.
And it's just so tight to me to see someone grow and be a young, successful citizen in this country. So, shout out to you, Jay. But you got something to say, people?
Y'all want to get the social media so we remember it?
Meek 21 period.
With a T.
A big one.
But tell us, okay, before we get out of here, though, I want to.
You gotta ask the question though. You ask.
Yeah, I want to ask you like, it's like say when you 14 or when you 18, where you want to be at? What you want to be doing?
I want to become a billionaire and help homeless.
So tell me what. So you say you want to be a billionaire. What money means to you? What does money help with?
What can a billion buy you?
That's too many questions for her. Just so, what does money means to you? So you would say you want to be a billionaire. What does money mean to you? You gotta know what you're gonna do with $1 billion if you want to be a billionaire. Cause me, I'm gonna buy me a G-Wagon G63.
If Meek had $1 billion, she'll give it all away.
Is that nice?
That nice. Like, all she talk about is like helping the homeless. Like, this year I really have to stand on it. I have to get some pizzas and stuff and go down to Finley Park, because she's been asking for about 2 years.
She be sending them in Columbia.
And like every time, and you know, it's hard to get her to understand, like, me, you know, sometimes when you don't have it, you just don't have it.
Yeah, you can't give it.
You can't.
Yes.
But like I said, every time we see somebody with a sign or something, we have to straight up something, because if not, she gonna have a whole fit. She's like, Mom, but we have to help Dad. Dad, you got it.
They need it. You got it. Just help them,
please.
Money unlimited, money trees, man. That's why she gotta be a billionaire, cause money grow on trees. You know?
Yeah, that's true. But we have to get somebody to manage the money, cause she gonna give it all away.
Mom dude's gonna manage it. She go to Lamar Jackson manage it. Be a mayor.
I'm blowing money
But
fast.
me gave her socials, right?
Jern.
Twitter at DJeremyGant, Snap Jeremy_Gant, and IG Jeremy.Gant.
And you can follow me at YTwin because on Twitter, Instagram. And you can follow me at Hasani_Guy on the Snap.
I'm happy to be back in studio today, y'all. Y'all can follow me on IG and Twitter at the Money QB. On Snap, I be popping it a little bit because women like the way I look. Follow me at Finance Twin. And you also can follow Navy Black Podcast on IG and Twitter at Navy Black Podcast. Go to the website. Not no more. I had to take it down. We about to redo it. But go to the YouTube and like and subscribe to the videos. Navy Black Podcast.
Before we got here, one thing though, like, I want you to get your social media before we got here, if you want to. Since you do got a business and stuff, you know, they need.
Yeah, I do. But today I'm putting all my eggs in my daughter basket. So y'all just follow her at Meek 21
eggs is high now.
Oh, you right. Yeah. But I'm putting all of them in Meek basket today. So follow her at Meek 21 period. Don't forget the T.
Think about it. Like, Ashley was the first person to bring someone in grade school on the podcast, and the second person to bring someone in grade school on the podcast.
And this is Navy Black Podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you, Meek, for coming through again. Ashley, Nia.
She's so mature.
Bring value, man.
Big baller. A vibe.